what you've done here.
Yeah, it was an
like
accident.
It.
No, Charlie, it was an accident.
Was it really?
Yes, really.
Do you think...
Teal and what's this called?
I think you're more azure.
Azure.
Really.
Oh, good on the colours. You don't have some kind of psychic connection after all these years that somehow you know.
Years, yeah.
45 years.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a long time, isn't it?
Do you remember the first time you kind of laid eyes on one another? Was there a moment?
I remember actually we were playing football in the centre of town somewhere in a car park, and and a friend of mine, Paul Bauer, brought Martin along, and that's the very first time we met.
Yeah, play football, yeah.
OK.
Yeah, in a car park.
And we started talking about music, and we had incredibly similar likes in music, Roxy music and Bolan and Bowie and that kind of thing, a lot of glam and funk. Yeah. And so we got on really well, and and we had lots of very dodgily named bands before Heaven 17 that didn't really do anything.
Oh, go on, give us a sample.
Well, there was the Smashing Underpants. That was a name, yeah.
Deep Velcro and the Astronauts.
Yeah.
Deep Velcro and
the Astronauts.
Of course.
Yeah, you know, things like that.
Yeah.
How did Heaven 17 come about?
The name?
Yeah.
It's actually in the film Clockwork Orange. And when we had a list of names when we started, we decided we got it down to about 4 or 5, and one of them being Monolith, another one being the Word Masters, and Heaven 17 was in there, and that's the one we chose.
We were talking about this fan that you reckon has seen you guys play 260 times.
Yeah, that's right. There's a guy... we've got quite a lot of fans that come to a lot of gigs, but there's one, his name is Sumo.
Sumo. We get the entire crowd chanting Sumo.
He's been to, something like, I don't know, 250 or 60 gigs, and actually has been to one more than me.
Well, you're going to have to explain that.
Yeah, well, we were supposed to play in Toronto with Erasure, and literally just before we got on the plane, it got cancelled for some reason. I can't now remember. It was a long time ago. But he still went. He flew to Toronto.
So he was there and you weren't?
Yes, exactly. So he's done one more Heaven 17 gig than I have.
Oh, that's brilliant. Now, you're going back on tour, but there's a difference. This whole thing is going to be filmed and documented. What's the nature of it? Behind the scenes, it's all warts and all? What is it?
It's that, plus, really, it's focused on the fans. So we have a very special relationship with our fans. We make a special effort to engage with them live, and off-site as well, and on social media, etc. We've built up this very loyal following, a lot of repeat business, you'd say. And we thought, tell the story of...
It came about that the idea for the film really came about. I write music for film and television anyway, so I meet directors, and one director I work with a lot is called James Strong, and he came to see the end of our last tour, which was at Shepherd's Bush Empire, and he was really blown away by the kind of connection and love, quite frankly, that comes to us from offstage and from us to the audience. And he came back into the dressing room and he said, "Oh, I wish I'd filmed that. That was so good. It was amazing. The connection and the fun and the banter is really very genuine and really lovely. I wish I'd caught it on film." So I said, "No." So he said, "What's the next gig?" I said, "No, this is the last gig. So, you know, until we do something else, it's not really going to happen." Then he called me the next day and he said, "I really want to try and capture that because I've been thinking about it. And what if we were to kind of literally follow you around, but instead of just filming the gig, which everybody does, you know, we focus more on the fan side of it and the people that come to see you." And I just thought, that's a brilliant idea. So I guess that's where the title for the tour came from as well, Sound with Vision. You know, so we're going to talk to people, we're going to connect with these fans.
Do you think it's knowing that you're being filmed?
Yeah.
Is it going to make a difference? I mean, I'm not saying the intention is different from you two and the band, but when you're being filmed doing something that someone finds extraordinary... Yeah. And you maybe hadn't thought of it in that way, and now you're being filmed. Do you see what I mean?
I do see exactly what you're saying, and I think it might well affect me. It won't affect Martin. He'll forget. He forgets who I am in the dressing room.
He's focused.
It's the best way, believe me.
Can I ask about... You did your backing scenes for Tina Turner. that
Yeah,
right?
we did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Did you meet Tina Turner?
Oh, I produced Tina Turner.
And Tina Turner, of course, I mean, iconic kind of.
Yeah,
What,
totally.
what was that
Oh,
like
that
at
was
that
incredible.
time?
She was incredible and such an amazing person.
Was she at Heaven
Very
17?
down to earth.
Was she a fan of Heaven 17?
She didn't know who we were. She had no idea.
Not at all.
But she liked what we did, and that's why they asked me to produce a couple of tracks for the Private Dancer album. And so we did Let's Stay Together and 1984.
What's it like being in the room when she starts singing? Like,
Well, you know-
you'd have heard lots of people sing, you know.
Oh, yeah, loads.
But was she different? Did she?
Yeah, it was all one take. There was no drop-ins, no corrections. It's
true.
No, not like today where you can put everything into tune, you know, and all that stuff.
We sat there in the studio in the control room. She came in and I remember exactly what she was wearing. She'd got like a little red check shirt on and pigtails. And she came in and went, "Hey boys," you know, and was really lovely and went in the studio and sang. And the three of us sat there and basically watched a performance. We weren't doing anything at all. Just kind of jaw-dropping, like,
Yeah.
oh my God. You
And
know?
are you a one-take Glenn? Is it by way of comparison? You
Yeah, totally, yeah. No, do you know what? I used to really spend a long time getting things right. I've changed through the years, and now I am one-take Glenn, but that's just because I'm lazy, not good.
Okay. Okay. I think.
I'm
do you know
trying
what?
to find out when you start.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's November, yeah.
November. I think people will really. The idea of following you around, we get a sense of your relationship. It sounds like fun.
It
Sounds
is
like
fun,
you're
yeah.
going to have fun.
It's
I mean,
fun,
it's very strange as well because you do these kind of VIP ticket things where people come and we let them come to the sound check and we chat to them and they laugh and they see us messing around and it's great. But then when you talk to them, they say, "Oh yeah, I've been to 50 concerts or I've been to 35 concerts."
People we never met, you know.
Yeah, it's not
I've been
always.
to 10 at most of any gig that I've any band.
I think you're going to have a lot of fun. Glenn Martyn, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice to see this
Thank
morning.
you.
Pleasure.
Enjoy it.